Hello everyone, welcome to CodeChef. Myself Varacharasya and today we are going to solve the problem which came into Starters 220. The name of the problem is Movie Hype and the problem code is MOVHYPE. The difficulty rating of the problem is Cakewalk and the prerequisite is Adult. Let's start with reading the problem statement over here. So guys, problem says Chef decided to watch a movie and has just entered the theater. The theater has 2n plus 1 seats arranged in a row. The seats are numbered 1 to 2n plus 1 from left to right. Currently, the seat numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 2n plus 1 are occupied and the seat numbers 2, 4, 6 up to 2n are empty. Chef must decide which empty seat to sit on. For each I 1 to 3 till n plus 1, the person sitting in 2i minus 1 has a hype level of A of I. That is, the person in seat 1 has a hype level of A of I, the person in seat 3 has a hype level of A of 2, and so on. Jeff thinks the loudness of an empty seat is the maximum of the hype level of the two people sitting next to him. So the loudness of seat 2 is the maximum of the hype level of the people sitting in seat 1 and 3. The loudness of seat 4 is the maximum of the hype level of the people sitting in seat 3 and 5 and so on. To properly enjoy the movie, Chef would like to choose a seat whose loudness is as low as possible. Can you help Chef by finding the minimum loudness? Input format. The first line of input will contain a single integer t denoting the number of test case. Each test case consists of two lines of input. The first line of each test case contains a single integer n denoting the number of seats in the theater is 2n plus 1. The second line contains n plus 1 space separate integers a1, a2 till a of n plus 1 denoting the hype levels of the people in seats 1, 3, 5 till 2 and plus 1 respectively. Output format for each test case, output on a new line, a single integer, the minimum possible loudness across all empty seats. Constraints for t lies from 1 to 100, for n lies from 1 to 100, for a of 5 lies from 1 to 100. So guys, now let's understand the sample test in the question more precisely over here. So guys, this question is very straightforward. It asks you to find the minimum loudness which seat has possible with minimum loudness beside it. So we have to find that seat. Okay, let's take the first test case. Okay, so yeah, so in the first test case we have got 1 and 4 and 5. Okay, like this. Okay, so the high values are if we'll see over here, let's get it from here. Okay, cool, it's the same. Okay, so for the first test case the high values are like uh this would be what 405. Okay, so where 0 denotes an unoccupied seat, so chef can only choose to sit in seat 2 which has a loudness value of maximum of this, that is maximum of 4 comma 5, which will be 5, right? So it would be having 5. Okay, right. Let me take one more test case. Okay, just 4, which is sorry. Okay, this is 4 and 5, and then we have got from here, if we'll see the test case. Okay, so n and a of 5. Okay, yeah, 6 to 10. Okay, cool. So for the second test case, we have as 6, 0, 2, comma 0, comma 10. Okay, basically these are the empty unoccupied seats, right? As we know that from here, so these seats are occupied. So basically, seats such as 1, 3, 5, 7 till 2 and plus 1 are occupied, and all the between seats are unoccupied. Okay. This is stated in the question itself. Okay. So if we have 6, 0, let's say 2, 0, and 10. Okay. These seats are unoccupied. Okay. So chef can choose to sit in either seat 2 or seat 4. Okay. So let's say the maximum between these would be what, 6 comma 2, which is equal to 6. And for these would be what, 2 comma 10. Okay. That is for seat 4. It would be 10. So the smallest possible is 6, right? So output is simply 6. We have to find the minimum. Okay. So guys, I think our test cases are pretty much clear, very simple. Now let's move to the solution. Let's compute the loudness of seed 2i. This equals the maximum of the hype levels of the people in seed 2i minus 1 and 2i plus 1. These two values are by definition ai and ai plus 1. So the loudness of seed 2i equals max of a of I comma a of I plus 1. We want the minimum possible loudness, so the solution is to take the minimum of this quantity across all I. That is, the answer equals min of maximum of a1 comma a2 comma maximum of a2 comma a3 maximum of a of n comma a of n plus 1, and this can be easily calculated using a simple for loop. Yeah. So guys, I think the solution is also very clear. Now let's move toward the simple C++ code. So guys, this is my simple C++ code. I took the input for all the test cases as well as my array. I initialized answer equal to int max, running a for loop and getting the minimum in this answer. At the last, I'm simply printing answer. And as you can see that guys, I have got my C++ code right now. Let's move toward my Python code. So guys, this is my similar Python code. I took the input for all the test cases as well as n as well as my array. At the last, I'm simply printing the minimum. Okay. And as you can see that guys, I have got my Python code as well as side. So guys, I think the solution, the code and the approach is pretty much clear. Now let's meet in the next video. Thank you so much guys for watching our videos.